are going to reveal to each other's armies. So,
oh, if they're going to say our true love for each other.
No, not today, Kyle. But
another day.
So with the strategy, just to kind of make sure what's going on the strategy level. So you'll see, you've seen the board game bit at the beginning, right? So we're playing the strategy level game out, this board game that we made, and then fighting the battles that happen in that on here. And so we don't know. One of the things about this game is that we don't know what each other's armies are unless we do some sort of spy action. But then we can't find out everything about that army. We just find out a certain little criteria about the army, like how many units overall are in this army or whatnot. So right now with this battle, I don't know what he has and he doesn't know what I have. So we are about to reveal.
And I have.
They're just regular Space Marines?
There's a unit of 10 Tactical Space Marines.
Okay.
And 1 captain with no upgrades.
All right. I think maybe I could live with that. I was really worried you were going to be bringing some Primaris.
Nope.
Plasma Orator.
This is the B team.
All right. Feel a little bit better because, as you'll see, I'll turn them the wrong way.
You have a drone.
I have a plague drone.
Crap.
So there's that. He's from Strategic Reserves, by the way. Oh yeah, So plague drone here. He was in Strategic Reserves on the strategic side. What that means is that I recruited him, and then certain things in my army and certain things in his army, if they have the keywords, the appropriate keywords. So for me, it's either a flyer or a demon. Then I can bring those in to a battle, and then they're like tagged to this army after I do that. But the idea is, so imagine drop pods, right? That's one of his things, and he can drop pod some Space Marines in, but then they're with that army type of thing. So that's where this guy came from. And then I have 10 Poxwalkers, which for those that don't know, 40k. They're zombies. They're slow, and they're zombies. So that's that Chaos Lord, and he has no upgrades, so bolt pistol and a power sword.
Yep.
And then 5 Plague Marines with a Blight launcher. Oh, and my Plague Drone has the heavy blight launcher, which is the only reason I have this. Anyways, these are the armies, and see how it goes. All right, everybody, we have the table set up. The terrain, so the way it works, he's attacking my land, but we moved into the same territory at the same time. So we rolled off to see who was attacker and defender. I became the attacker, which means I select 3 different terrain, or terrain features, right, or whatever we're calling. So it's like either a ridgeline or a spur or a hill or whatever. I selected the ridgeline, the spur. So over there, that is the spur that she is holding. I am attacking. So my army is over here. We're doing hammer and anvil sort of setup for non-40kers. We're going diagonally at each other, like so.
It's not hammer and anvil.
Huh?
It's not hammer and anvil.
Or
Vanguard.
Oh, Vanguard. Yeah, okay. My bad. Alright, so my army's over here. I've got my floated bloat drone with heavy blight launcher. So for, again, non-40kers, that is a mobile gun platform is what I'm using it for. It has it's my heavy support, so it can lay down some heavy fire basically at a longer range. And then over here, these guys right here, these are my Poxwalkers. They're zombies. They're virtually useless unless you have a zombie horde, which 10 guys does not constitute a zombie horde. And then I have 5 Plague Marines here with a Blight launcher, this guy, which is like an improved rifle essentially, but these are like my basic infantry guys that can hold down an objective type of thing. And then here's my Chaos Lord, who is my warlord. It is Pepe Le Tour. No, Pepe Botu. Pepe Botu. That's who that is. All right. Now we come over here to Kyle's side, him defending.
Yes.
What you got, Kyle?
Much less variety. I have a 10-man tactical squad, so they're basic infantry. You know, one thing, they're very similar to your Plague Marines. For being basic infantry, though, they have very good armor. But in our armies, they're basic infantry. And there's Michael McNeil, my captain, and he's just got a chainsword and a bolt gun.
Michael McNeil.
Yep.
And you don't have any upgraded weapons or anything?
I have no upgraded weapons.
Very nice.
Bolt guns and 2 chainswords.
See, this is what happens when you're the aggressor. When you're communist Russia invading my sweet capitalist-loving lands.
The Steel Talons are no communists.
Whatever. All right, that's deployment, and here we go into turn 1. All right, that's turn 1. It's very simple. You can see I push my guys up to the right here. He stayed exactly, the bloat drone stayed there and shot into, I need to move that lamp, shot into the spur, and I ended up killing one dude and pushed him off of the spur. Now he is cowering behind the hill.
Because I don't have range.
And yeah, because he doesn't have range at all. Because remember, Tactical Warhammer, the range is doubled. So that bloat drone is just inside of 6 foot. The heavy blight launcher, which is normally 36 inches, becomes a 6 foot range. And whereas his bolt guns are 24, pushing that out to 48 inches, 4 foot in Tactical Warhammer. And yeah, so that's what you get. I like it. That is turn 1. On to turn 2. Turn 2 is done. Took a grand total of like 2 minutes. My bloated guy stayed there. I just moved my guys up. His dude stayed behind the ridge. And that's turn 2. Guy stayed there. Pushed my guys up further. His guy stayed behind the ridge. Alright. Turn 4 is done. My guy stayed there. Moved my guys up there, kind of taking position. His guys came out, but because I moved first, he moved after I had the chance to shoot, so my bloated float drone did not shoot this turn at them. But he finally moved out, took a shot, went to ground there, took a shot at my guys, and then did nothing. That is turn 4. Ta-da! Turn 5 had a little more action, so you can see where my fire is going based off of the arrows. Running these poxwalkers around the side there, and traded some shots here, and I got one. I got another one.
Yep.
And he fired back to no avail.
So much more action.
So he's down 2. That's turn 5. All right, turn 6. Fire from the Voted bloat drone killed 2 more of his Marines. And you can see the exchange of fire back and into the poxwalkers, and he killed 3 poxwalkers. Yep, that's it. That's turn 6. Turn 7. Fire from the bloat drone. Got another one of his dudes. And then all my other fire was ineffective. And I charged No, I didn't charge. I was moving my poxwalkers up, and he moved his guys over, shot into them, killing like 4 of them. And then his captain charged, made it on a charge roll of 2 6s, and slayed the rest of them. So, yep, there's that. Now we go into turn 8. Turn 8. Let's see. The only wounds that were exchanged, you kind of see how everything laid out here. The only wounds that were exchanged. Oh wait, no. The bloated float drone, poured fire into the captain, his captain, and got
3 wounds.
3 wounds. That's right. Did really well for himself. And then my Chaos Lord charged him and slayed him thoroughly.
Exactly 2 wounds.
Yep, did exactly
Saved
2
a lot,
wounds.
but it couldn't save enough.
Then he spent a stratagem to what is it? Only in death
does duty end.
Yeah, so he was able to fight again, even though he was freaking dead. And for those non-Warhammer people, a stratagem is like an extra little ability that you spend command points or CPs on, and we have those figured into the strategy part of the game. It's like however many strongholds you command, which on the little map it's the cross thingy, or if you can see it, it's a castle. Anyways, so he spent that. That's what he did. He got two wounds on my guy, so now my guy is down to 3 wounds. Anyways, that is a turn 8, and going on to turn 9 now. Okay, turn 9, in the end of the battle, because Kyle has withdrawn again, the commie. So, I poured all my fire into the dudes here, did nothing, and then I charged. Oh, here we go. Dun da da da. I charged with with my Chaos Lord. This is after slaying his Chaos Lord. Then he charges bravely.
I did not have a Chaos Lord.
Right, your champ. What?
I have a
captain. And my Chaos Lord only killed 1 because he just has a freaking chainsword. Because I haven't spent any money on this army hardly. And and then he like did a bunch of crazy stuff with his doctrines and whatever. And
I just also have a chainsword.
Yeah.
You only have 1 guy.
Yeah.
And I shot with my pistols.
Yep.
And then,
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So my Chaos Lord has fallen as well. All right, now we will go into
draw
with
casualty rolls.
Withdrawing. Yeah, how about so just go ahead and do it real fast just to show what.
So since I'm withdrawing, all my units that are under 50% strength since the start of the battle, I start with 10. There's 4 of them left. So I would roll to see if the rest of them are just destroyed and make casualty rolls. I roll a 3. The rules state that on a 3 or higher, the rest of them are destroyed and must make casualty rolls at the end of the battle. So they count as having been destroyed.
Yeah, kind of like a sweeping advance. He runs away, and my dude's over here on the hill, and that guy like shoots him in the back, sort of thing.
Yep.
All right, and then so that affects the strategy over on the the great game. Anyways, that's the battle. Stick around for us talking about it in just a sec. All right, so battle is done. It took 9 turns, but it was obviously starting off as a really small battle to begin with. So it was a lot of moving to even just get to where we could do stuff. So what we've got here, this is what is left of our armies after the battle. So to be clear, again, this is a part of the great game. So there's the strategy level to it. I won because Kyle withdrew, and then basically all the casualties that happened, and then also him withdrawing, he rolled, and basically we roll, and whatever casualties that we took during the game, we roll for those, and for infantry on a 5 or a 6, they're dead. So I had 10 Poxwalkers to start off with. Those are the only casualties I took besides my Chaos Lord, and only 4 of them survived. And then he suffered probably far greater, because he lost the same number, actually,
Same number of Marines.
of Space Marines, which are a far better, much greater, much better unit than Poxwalkers.
Yeah.
But I thought it was cool, like I felt like I actually, used. There wasn't so much that you could have done really, because you only had your one squad.
Yeah.
And
No
your
versatility there. Just like
Yeah.
bolt guns.
Yeah, I think you definitely played that how you should have played that.
Yeah.
But for me, like I enjoyed it because I had this guy, and he was my support by fire. Just chugging rounds into the position, which made him run away, which gave me a little more breathing room to move my other force around while they weren't able to be seen because of the terrain. I had a big hill with trees on it in front of him. Move these guys into a better position to support fire so that they could chug. And then, move the Poxwalkers, the Chaos Lord, and the Poxwalkers completely died, but they took a lot of fire that the Space Marines didn't have to take, or the Plague Marines, excuse me, did not have to take. And then, so we had an epic battle between our warlords.
Yeah.
Nergele Botu and
Michael McNeil.
They had it out. Nergele killed Michael, and then Michael's Goonies finished off Nergele. But, so, again, going back to the great game, to the strategy level here, this unit and this unit, they gained veterancy now because they maintained more than half of their health. They didn't take any casualties. So they gain veterancy, which does what?
You get basically perks. Perks, like different abilities. Nothing crazy. Just kind of, they're a little bit tailored to each faction. And, but yeah, I just kind of took aspects found in the book for like warlord traits and little abilities like that, and kind of made up my own. So nothing crazy powerful, but it can make a difference.
Yeah. So.
And it takes time for generic units to gain veterancy. It takes like 5 battles before they can gain veterancy.
Yeah, it's like a experience points. They gain it up over time, and then both of our warlords gained experience, which we can spend to do like similar upgrades, little like character bonuses, essentially.
A little more powerful.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean that's something that's part of the game. The great game is that these units, if they survive, they'll get better through battles, and they'll become hardened veterans that are obviously going to be better than just whatever vanilla squad. So. Nergele Botu's retinue has increased its name in the lands by repelling the evil attack upon our homeland by Michael McNeil.
Yep.
Yeah. Anyways, any takeaways? Anything you want to say?
Had a fun time.
Yeah.
Did what I wanted to do. I killed some dudes and
that
ran
was
away.
For a small battle. That was really cool. I still really enjoyed it. Once we got to the point of
actual,
not just like running around a hill.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that was cool. I enjoyed it. All right. Well, thanks again. Yeah. So a little bit of house cleaning. If you're turned off by the audio at all, we're getting better audio. We're in the process of doing that, figuring out our whole production side of the house. Also, we're trying to figure out the best way to get the great game rules to y'all so y'all can see it, and then also to a better way to kind of portray the great game and what's going on behind the scenes of these battles a little bit better. That's something we're trying to figure out how to do. Yeah, other than that, thanks for hanging out with us, and hope you had a good time. And yeah, let us know how we're doing in the comments. Subscribe, please. Do all the YouTube stuff. And yeah.
There it is.